What's up guys, this is Zoro. So today I will be going over my games I played in the Shinoi's Cup. So this is a box tournament played on the sim. I think it was 5 rounds, but some of my games got lost in recording. So I will be going over those that I can still watch. And let's see if we can learn together. So we start off against Inu and we lose die roll. So we're far behind already before the game even starts. We see this opening hand, which looks pretty bad, I'd say. No ramp. Stussy is an irrelevant card in this deck. I'd probably keep this if we had a Magellan in hand, but yeah, this looks like a mulligan. This hand looks okay. We do have ramp. We're searching here. We can take a 2k or we can take a Sanji. Since we already have a Sanji in hand, I imagine we take the 2k. Sad to see Magellan get bottom decked here, but we pass. We do have our ramp here into Buffy plus restand, so a pretty good opening, I'd say. They go Searcher, pick up some guy, the blocker on KO, and they trash it, search again. So a bit sad here we do have the Maria, since they don't have any dons up, because Imu generally likes to counter a lot in the early game. So the 7k is actually relevant, but now they can use counter out of this 5 for free, which I assume they do. Yep, so a bit sad we didn't see the Zoro or the Robin here, but we do see ramp at least. So we go Maria and we pass over. So our game plan here is pretty straightforward, it seems like. We go Buffy into restand, follow it up with a Sanji or something, put on the pressure. They play the Searcher, swing 6, I will take. And here we have 5 to leader. Play the Buffy, use effect, and play the Law Searcher. Pretty good play. Okay, they do take this 5. So we search here. Could be an argument to take a second Buffy here. Yeah, I do take it. Because Imu actually has the counter event, which also KOs a 6 cost. So they could just play that event here this turn. And then I'd be pretty sad if I didn't have another one. So I picked that up just in case. Let's see, they go 5 to lead. I think I'm countering here because I want to go restand effect. So we take the second life. Okay, so we are playing the restand here. I think, if I remember correctly, I was a bit hesitant to go restand effect. But I definitely think it makes sense to do so here. Like, sure, we stay at 8 dons, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. I think you really need to go, like, high speed, no breaks. But I think we play the Zoro here instead. I think that's gonna set me back a lot. Oh, we even go Morgans. Yeah, I guess I'm digging for Magellan here, which makes sense. But going restand effect, I don't even think we need to see the Magellan. Okay, yeah, there's the event I was talking about, so they pop the restand Luffy. Okay, they go swing into the Luffy, we counter out. We do have the Sanji here, which is pretty nice. We can rest the blocker. And I don't think there's any reason to swing into it, since they are playing the 10 cost next turn anyways, guaranteed. And they don't have the 7k buff guy on board, or the minus 2k. So the 5k swing won't be very relevant, I think. So we swing double 7, they counter one of them. They are thinking here, yeah, they do counter this 7 as well. So I think, yeah, it makes sense to use our small bodies here to swing, force yet another card out of hand. And we get one last 5k swing in as well, which they have to take. So here's a 10 cost turn. We don't have a giant in hand, which is unfortunate. Swing 5 at the blocker. Yeah, they can use KO that with the 6 cost anyway, so no reason to defend it. Yeah, if we had giant here, I think we would be able to defend the Buffy, because they only have 2 swings coming in at it. And if we can defend the Buffy, I think we can go for lethal with Usahachi, right? Yeah, they reveal counter event. Swing 7 at the Buffy. Yeah, so this is also like a consequence of me not using the restand effect and countering a swing at life, because I wanted to use the restand effect. So we would have a lot more cards in hand now if we took the life, or if we used the restand effect, which means we probably would have been able to defend these swings. And now we're left in a spot where we know they have 2 counter events in hand, They have one blocker, so I think we're forced to hope that they have 2 events and then a brick. But I think we know they searched a card with counter, so I don't think we have any way to win here. So what makes the most amount of sense then? Guess we don't even play the Usohachi, we poke a bunch of 5k swings and then leave Dons for judgment and hope they can't lethal us. Maybe we should keep the Sanji standing so they can't remove it for next turn, but then we might die. Okay, they have Shirahoshi. So now we know that we will never have lethal this turn. So probably just makes sense to do as many small swings as we can, since every swing will just take 1 card since they have double events. Yeah, they block this 5. We go 7. They counter. Okay, we go 5. Yeah, I guess we just want to... In case we draw any events from life, we want to be able to use them. There's no world where we are able to defend the Sanji, especially with another 10 cost coming in, so we just let it go. They swing at the loss. Play it super safe. They have no reason not to. Go 7 to lead. We just take it. I think we can... Like our only chance here is finding a restand Luffy and trying to go for game with restand Luffy and Usohachi. So yeah, we did not find it, so I think we're just dead here, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think this game really tells us, like, if you've committed to a play, you should fulfill it. Like, I should definitely use restand effect here. No reason to play the Morgan. I understand that I wanted to dig for the Magellan, but if we used restand effect here, I think they're under so much pressure that we don't even need the Magellan. And because of this, we couldn't defend our Buffy later in the game, so lesson learned. Okay, we got the second game here against Zoro. We won the die roll, so we are going first. Mulligan the first hand. Wait, let's look at that again. Yeah, Mulligan the first hand. No turn to play. We do have Magellan, but I don't think it's necessary to see in this matchup, so makes sense to Mulligan this. This hand looks pretty good. We have ramp into either Magellan or something else. We have a lot of searchers here, so can definitely try to find something good. We search a giant. Nice. Love that the new 2-cost Nami can search a giant. It's pretty huge. They go Apu. Okay, no play, I guess. Also good for them to just get it out so they have something to bounce with the law. And we top deck a Luffy here, which is great. And we do have enough counter for it, but maybe we're thinking of playing Magellan here. Yeah, I guess Magellan makes sense also, because it makes this next turn for them pretty awkward, I guess. And we didn't have a restand Luffy in hand before, so we didn't know we had the dream curve. And since they played Apu, they're kind of telling us they want to go 6-cost law, which we deny them now. I guess it makes sense. Nice to get it out of the hand also, while it's still relevant. 5 to leader, I take. They go Cavendish and blocker. So here we are just swinging a bunch of numbers at our opponent, leaving 1 down for giant. Good play, good play. Important to leave a down for giant here since they have the Cavendish on board. They can go Tashigi and restand events. Restand dons, which they are doing here. Okay, so they go 7 into the Luffy, we counter, keeping the Morgans in hand. Goated card. And they go 9 to the Luffy. Okay, I'm happy to see that. Get a pretty easy counter. They leave 2 dons up. What does this mean? I'm not sure about leaving 2 dons up. I would probably just go 11 if I were them. They're not really dying this turn anyways. So I guess we try to clear the Cavendish here. We go 6 to lead. Bait out counter. Yeah, this is exactly what happened in my last video, I think, right? 6 to lead, and then we go... Okay, we do go 7. I guess we have the judgment in hand, so we want to have dons for it. So I like this play. Okay, they go Deadman's Game. Swing 7. I guess they go double 7. With restand event for lethal. Yeah. Okay, so we did have enough counter here. I think I played this game pretty good. I'm not sure if the Magellan was right. Like this turn playing the Magellan. Because they will be at 6 dons next turn, so if they go Tashigi, they can swing 9 into the Luffy, but we do have a 2k, we can 2k 1k out of that. I guess since they played Apu, I wanted to play around 6 cost law. Is the only thing I can think of. And I guess that's a good idea, but at the same time the 6 cost law isn't really that scary for us. I think it's okay. When I look at this now, I think I would rather have played the Buffy. Even though we don't have the Restand Luffy, we do have Sanji in hand, which we can follow it up with. Yeah, I think either play is fine, but I think Buffy might be a little bit stronger. Oh well. I think the lesson from this game is to not be scared of taking swings even from Zoro. You see they swing 5 here, which I just take with no hesitation. I think this is right. We will be a 7k leader, we do have Giant, we do have Hell's Judgment, so don't have to be that afraid. Yeah, GG's. Okay, so here we have the ace matchup. We win die roll and I will take second. I mulligan this first hand. I think I'm hard mulligan for Stussy in this matchup, especially going second since we don't really need to see ramp. We do have Zoro into Buffy, but we have a lot of searchers in this deck, so I think it's pretty safe to think that you will find a Buffy either way. And we do have ramp into Buffy still. There you go, ISO Searcher. Okay, we find the Magellan. So another nice thing with Morgans is that you can play it on turn 2, going second, in combination with the ramper, which I think I want to do here. We don't get to swing at the opponent's leader, but we do play around 4-cost pudding at the same time, because we can't really counter this 7k swing. And by playing the Morgans, we not only dig deeper to find Stussy, but we also make it so that pudding isn't as good. We also get rid of the Magellan, which isn't that relevant going second. And yeah, we toss double Magellan here, makes sense. And we do find the Stussy, so in a pretty good spot here. So I feel fine to take this 7 now, since we are only at 7 cards in hand. And the pudding play, I don't think it's that scary, to be honest. To be honest, I just don't think you can afford to play around it. I think you need to have a lot of cards in hand to be able to defend the Buffy in the later turns. Maybe I could have blocked that swing, but I never think it's right to counter it. So we played Buffy here, swing 8. Important to have a Donald leader to play around Josu. They take, we pass. I think we should play the 1-cost Law here. No reason to leave a Don up. We're never using Giant because we want to be able to curve into Stussy. But oh well. They bounce the Morgans. Swing 7. I think I want to take this. No, okay. Yeah, we counter this. Makes sense. We will have the Morgans to be able to protect the swing next turn. Probably always going for 8-cost event into Newgate, so it's kind of telegraphed what they will do. We search, pick up a 2k. And we go Robin here. Question is, yeah, seems like we are wanting to trash the Buffy here. The only thing is that Red Rock becomes pretty scary when I do this. They could just go Red Rock this turn and would make it pretty awkward for us. I think we bottom decked a Buffy with the Law Search even. So I think I would rather see me doing the discard on the 1-cost Law here. Okay, they trash Josu and Roger. We swing 7. Judgment is very good for this turn, because more often than not is a double 9k swing when they play the 10-cost Newgate. Let's see, they counter this 7, we go 8, which they block, and we pass. Yeah, they insta-play the 8-cost event. Attach some Dons. I think they play around the Judgment here, yeah, which is pretty well played from them. But they are swinging at leader, which I'm not sure why they would do. I think it's a lot better to swing at the Buffy here. We got another 7. Yeah, we take this. I agree with that. They should definitely have swung at the Buffy. Get a trigger to find a Giant. And here we just go insta Stussy. Big. This card is super great in this matchup, as you can see. Go leader skill. They counter the 7. We swing with Robin as well. I agree with that. I don't think we're ever using it as a blocker. And we go 8. I agree with that as well. I don't think we need to leave 2 Dons up, because they're most likely just playing another Newgate this turn. So at most it's like 9, 10 or something, which we can counter still. Oh, they're even going 8. Yeah, easy counter then. 9, let's go giant. Keep the Morgans in hand. Nice, we define the restand Luffy. So we are really seeing everything we need here. So I think this turn there's a question about clearing the Yosu or not. Because we played the restand for 6 dons, we get leader skills with 1 back, so we have 5 dons open. Probably want to have both dons for giant. So we have 3 dons to use. No, I don't think we should go for Yosu here. Maybe it's okay to swing with Stussy into the Yosu, but other than that I think everything should go face here. And I don't think there's any point in playing the Morgans, especially if they go down to 0 here. They can play Roger. They counter this 8, we go another 8. They counter again. I think we should swing 9 here before we attach the Don to the Luffy. Okay, we don't, that's fine. Because they might counter the 9. Okay, we swing here. I guess, yeah, we should swing with the Robin. So bad ordering, I guess. Because I don't think we're ever dying here, right? What, they go like 13 with Roger. We can counter. Then they have 9 dons left. They can split and go like 10, 11. Best, yeah, so we're never dying here. So I definitely think we should swing with the Roger. I mean, swing with the Robin. Yeah, good job. Which they also counter. Okay. Triple Newgate, back to back. But with the Stussy on curve, it is definitely manageable. Let's see if they keep going for life here. Okay, they go 9. So can we giant this? I think we should take this. Yeah, I think we should take this. Because best case scenario, we bait them to attack with the Newgate. Because if you counter this, they can just attach our characters instead. Yeah, we do take it, which I agree with. They go 9, we go giant. And I think it's fine to go giant here, because if they swing with the Newgate, I think we have guaranteed lethal. So I'm not afraid of being at less dons next turn. Because we're only forced to use giant if they attack. Okay, so lethal maths. They have 2 blockers, 1 life, 3 cards in hand, 1 don up, so they could have Rad Beam. We have 7 potential attacks. I think we should go 6 with the Robin. Okay, we go 8 with this Robin. Yeah, I guess that's fine also, because very awkward for them. Okay, they do show the Rad Beam here. So now I think it's just guaranteed, right? We swing 6 with Robin, 3 cost Robin. Forces 1 card out of hand, we go 8 with the Luffy, it's guaranteed. They get leader skill, they go to 3 cards in hand. We swing 10 with Stussy, they have to block, we swing 10 with restand. They have to block, we swing 10 again, and then we still have leader swing. So here I think it's guaranteed. Probably many ways to go about this lethal turn, but... Okay, we do go 10 with Stussy, yeah, that's guaranteed, so makes sense. Okay, they block it. This is a bit of a weird ordering here. Okay, whatever, we go 8. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get out of this, because we can just go triple 10 now, with leader and restand effect. Yeah, we don't even need to go 10 with leader, we can just go 12. Okay, we don't even need to go 12. Let's go 10, is enough. So this is why Stussy is good for the ace matchup. Okay, so that's it for this video. This is the list I played on the Shinoi's Cup. Kinda regret not having Magellan at 4. Yeah, I did play 1 less Frankie and 1 more Magellan in my latest video. Yeah, it's good to look back at your games. Definitely could have won that first Emu game if I just used the restand effect on curve. I think there's always things you can do different. Let that be a lesson. Thanks for watching this video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.